Hungry there, hungry there. APC want use hungry killers, Tinubu want use hungry killers, Tinubu want use hungry killers, My fellow Nigerians, hungry they kill, 6 months don't be like 6 years. 6 months don't be like 6 years. We not see fuel, we not see food.
Hello guys, I've really missed you guys and I'm super excited to be back again. It's been a long time and seriously I miss you guys. If this is your first time, please kindly like and subscribe. Alright, let's go straight to business. Now recently, President Tinubu submitted 27 trillion naira budget. Yes, that's for 2024 budget. And as a matter of fact, there's something that caught my eyes. You know, yes, he has listed what that money will be used for, what that amount will be used for, and I learned that from that money, 13.8 billion will be allocated to our past president. And as a matter of fact, it has got a lot of Nigerians talking, including myself. We're asking questions. You are trying to give our past president, sir, I'm talking to my granddad, Tinubu, respectfully. For me, my opinion is, I don't think these people need money. Giving Buhari money, giving Goodluck Jonathan, Obasanjo, giving them money, like, I don't think it's necessary. I mean, he can actually give, do you understand? But I think it's just too much. Do you understand? Normally, they have monthly stipends, if I'm not mistaken. They have, you know, something that the federal government is always giving them. But such amount of money, I think is just too much. It's just like fetching water and then pouring in the ocean. Like say you just carry a cup, you can't fetch water for a cup, you can't pour them inside ocean. Really, let's be realistic about this. These people are set for life, their families are set for life, they don't need money again. What about me and you? What about some of our citizens that are out there looking for job? We have widows, hunger day. And we are giving them 13.8 billion for their upkeep. Like seriously? Please, let me read this story. Let me read the story. The federal government has earmarked a total of 13.8 billion naira. See figures for the upkeep of former presidents, vice president, head of state, chief of general staff, retired head of service, permanent secretaries, as well as retired heads of government agencies and parastatals in 2024 fiscal year. The beneficiaries include former President Olusegun Obasanjo, Goodluck Jonathan and Mohamed Buhari, as well as ex-Vice President Atiku Abubakar, Namadi Sambo, and Professor Yemi Osinbajo. Also expected to benefit from the windfall are ex-military head of states, General Yakubu Gowon and General Abdulsalami Abubakar, as well as former dictator and self-styled military president, General Ibrahim Babangida, and a former chief of general staff, Commodore Ebitu Ukiwe. I hope I pronounced that name right. Alright, yes, so 13.8 billion will be allocated to these individuals. I just, you know, read for their upkeep and allowance. Okay, as well. That is the news. And just recently, a woman was caught, as with the widow. She was caught stealing goat in Benue State, and it's not funny at all. For you to catch somebody stealing goat, it should tell you that it is hunger. There's hunger in the land. It is almost Christmas now. A lot of families don't even know what to feed their family with. And here we just sitting down, seeing figures. You could think, say, in fact, some of these figures, you could think, say, na lie. But it's true. 13 point something billion, 27 trillion. That's a lot of money, but you. Anyway, for me, I just think that there are so many sectors in the country that needs this more. Do you understand? Well, they can actually be giving this money, but I mean, looking at these prices, it's just too much. It's just too much. Seriously, let us bear it. It is too much. I beg. So now, if you want to look at some of the sectors that need this money, for example, our healthcare sector in the country needs money. Just recently, I was checking a statistics online. They say over 4,000 Nigerian doctors have left to either the UK, US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the rest. For what? For greener pastures. Of course, they want to be paid. They need to be paid properly. That is why they are traveling. That is why they are traveling overseas. You want to compare what people are earning, their fellow colleagues are earning in the UK to this place. You cannot compare that. In fact, one more salary, it will cover like their 10 years salary. I'm telling you, I'm not joking at all. What they earn, what a professional doctor earn in the UK or US, you cannot compare to here. But of course, I'm not trying to compare ourselves with them, but I mean, our government can actually do better. Do you understand? And what about our hospitals? Our hospitals are not really up to date. In fact, some of the materials they have or some of the equipment they have are not up to date. And when people are sick, people don't have money to take care of themselves. What about our politicians, our leaders? They have the money. No, they don't target to Germany, US, UK. They will still go and meet these same doctors that have left the country to go and treat them. So instead of, you can actually, out of that money, they can carry like 2 billion, or let me say 1 billion, build one hospital. In fact, you see that hospital to be one of the best hospitals in Africa, if not the best. Do you know what is 1 billion naira? That's a lot of money. Use that money to invest in, but people say, when I want to give our ex-presidents, when we say money not be that problem. Those people are set for life, their families are set for life, they don't need money again. They don't need money. I'm telling you, I'm not lying, they don't need money again. But we have people that need money. We have so many sectors that need money. So it makes me to be asking a question like, does it mean that the office of the president is a lifetime retirement scheme or what? Well, that is my opinion, respectfully. Do you understand? All right, so away from there, let's go to Mauritania. Yes, Mauritanian president has been sentenced to 5 years imprisonment for fraud when he was in office. Let me say fraud, for embezzling government funds. In fact, he stole a lot of, public funds to acquire assets for himself, to get so many things for himself, president. All right, so now he has been ruling Mauritania for over 10 years, ever since he took over from 2008 to 2019. So now his successor is embarrassing him. In fact, he has been facing, court cases, arrest here and there from 2021. In fact, he was even in prison. They released him. He has been facing trial from January this 2023 till now, and they are finally sentenced him to 5 years imprisonment. Yes, for corruption. This is what I love to see. It doesn't mean that because you are the president before, or probably you were a senator before, and then you cannot be asked. People should be questioned. Ask us during your time in office, what did you do? This wealth that you got, this and that, these houses you have here, and this investment, how did you get it? Some questions need to be asked. Africa is really blessed, but our leaders are really corrupt. So let me read the story here. They say Mauritania's former president Mohamed Abdel Aziz has been sentenced to 5 years in prison for money laundering and illicit enrichment. Abdel Aziz led the West African country for a decade after coming to power in a 2008 coup and was an ally of Western powers fighting Islamist militants in the Sahel region. He had been on trial since January and detained over corruption allegations. The court found Abdel Aziz guilty of 2 of 10 charges late on Monday following an inquiry into allegations of embezzlement of public property and corruption. One of his lawyers called the ruling a political verdict targeting a man and his family. Prosecutors said the former head of state conviction was historic. The court, which specializes in corruption and economic crimes, acquitted some of Abdel Aziz's associates, who had also been on trial, including 2 former prime ministers. Yes. So yes, that's the story from Mauritania. Yes. So I hope he learns lesson. Let other presidents to learn lesson. Do you understand? You were elected, you need to do what you're supposed to do. Nobody say you go come there, you come to steal public fund. At the end of your tenure, nobody can ask you question. That is why we have so many debts on our heads in Africa. Look at Africa, we are blessed with so many natural resources, but the people controlling it are really enjoying it only all for themselves, and people are suffering. It is not funny at all. Alright, I hope he pays for his crime. Do you understand? I don't pity those kind of people at all. I don't pity them. Alright, so on our next story, let's go to North Korea. On today na international news. So Kim Jong-un, I never believed that the time will come that I will see this man crying. I've never seen him crying on video because he's a dictator. He's known as a hard guy. Kim Jong-un is crying on national TV because there's decline in birth rate. The population is reducing drastically. And so he's begging women to conceive children. Why do I find this funny? But seriously, like, I don't know. In Korea, you don't have a say. He's the one that has the say in that country. And for me, I'm feeling like he wants them to go and give birth to children so that he can control more people. Anyway, sorry, sir. They don't want to give birth. But can this happen in Nigeria? Can our president come and cry Tinubu? Say me, our women give birth to children. Hey, Ugomenio, 200 times 200 again. It will not be funny. Alright, that's the story, guys. And yes, see you in the next one. Please kindly subscribe. Let's go to the channel. And I'll make sure that I will always be here, guys. I promise I'll be dropping video very soon, guys. You're going to be seeing me every single day dropping content. Alright, so on this note, see you in the next one. Thank you.